Do you see these eyes? Have you looked close enough? Seriously, I'm going to zoom in here. It's red. It's red. And that means that I play a lot of video games. Clearly, a lot of video games. I also spend a lot of time in crypto. Clearly. And one of the things I've learned here in this whole crypto shenanigans space is when these tokens either launch or do their marketing, it's probably the time you want to go ahead and be a part of the journey. And the one thing that always, every single time, comes into fruition whenever these little crypto games want to do marketing, it's called airdrops. These airdrops being millions upon millions of dollars that they're giving out to their community. And, well, most of these haven't really amounted to a crazy amount. I mean, I remember when I started playing Heroes of 𝐉𝐸, I made $80 by literally downloading the game. It was that easy. You would download the game, earn points, and then on airdrop day, claim it. Maybe it was like $15, $20. Then I made like $60 after selling. That's it. For playing a crypto game. Oh, sorry, excuse me, for downloading a crypto game. And so since this era of, earning $60 from downloading a game, it slowed down quite a bit. And people often ask on the channel, what am I actually doing? How am I earning money during this little bear cycle for crypto gaming? The answer is through airdrops and through crypto gaming nodes. My crypto gaming nodes are still cooking, so if anybody's going to talk about crypto gaming nodes, shout out to Aether because they're doing excellent. But today I wanted to just take some time. I don't want to rush this video. I don't want to bother. And talk about which crypto gaming airdrops I'm going ahead and farming during what is supposed to be a downturn in the crypto gaming markets. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'll be going in depth on each of these games as to why I have decided to farm them. And so without further ado, let's get into it. So first one is Super Champs. So when it comes to Super Champs, their big thing is mobile. I think mobile is going to be the biggest sector for crypto gaming long term. Now, I do think there are some chains like Avalanche, which are doing an excellent job in the PC genre. Also consoles, right? We've got Off the Grid. But the thing that they don't have for the most part is any really solid play to airdrop events right now. And so we're looking for play to airdrop. We're looking for some of these coins that may or may not get listed on Coinbase. Well, the one play I'd want to go ahead and look at is the one that's being built on base, right? If you're being built on base and you haven't even launched your token, well, the likelihood of you being on Coinbase is a heck of a lot higher. And each of these tokens that have been listed on there have been doing pretty well. But it's not only that, right? You could be listed on Coinbase and still be a flop. What makes Super Champs different? Well, for one, it's you have to do a lot of effort to go ahead and earn these points, which means that there's going to be naturally less people actually farming this thing. And this is why most of you will probably not play Super Champs after you see this. If you actually look at my quest board, I have 2.5 million points. Let me know if you have more points than me. If you've been playing this game a lot, you probably do. But I'm actively grinding. I'm going to pass you. There's a lot of quests to do. I mean, I could just scroll all the way down here. There are Genesis rewards, of course, for owning NFTs. And that's the first thing I am going to stress right now. If you are someone that is just getting started with crypto and you're looking for somewhere to earn crypto gaming coins, you're not expecting a lot of money, maybe less than $100, then sure, I can rationalize you playing these crypto games for free. Don't stress. But if you're someone like me that has hundreds of thousands of dollars in the crypto gaming markets, then I need to prioritize what I personally am spending my time in. The first thing that I like to spend my time in is crypto games that give me an advantage for holding NFTs. This is one of those crypto games that does give me an advantage through the Super Champs, Racket, Rampage, Genesis. These are at 0.24 ETH, which have actually been going up in price. There is a misconception in crypto gaming that the price of NFTs are going down. No, the all-time price is actually, I think it's at all-time highs. I'm pretty sure it's at all-time highs as of today. So yeah, these NFTs are quite literally at all-time highs right now as we are talking. And that's because of the fact that a good portion of the supply, I actually have my video here pulled up from Super Champs, 70% of the supply is going to the public, 30% is going to Genesis holders. But guess what? How many Genesis NFT holders are there? Well, there's only 3,332. And how many of these Genesis holders are actually going to actively grind all of these quests every single day? I doubt a lot of them are. Maybe 1,500 to 2,000 of them. So that's, how many millions going to these people? That's about $3.3 million at a 140 to 150 mil fully diluted valuation, which might be too high. I don't know if it's too high, but depending on the listings, it definitely isn't too high. That results somewhere around $1,000 to $2,000 per NFT. And right now, if you're looking at the price of each of these NFTs, of course, the math is very off. Please do your own due diligence on this. Each of these NFTs is worth $600. So that sounds pretty good to me. And if they don't get to this valuation, if they get to even half of that valuation, it's still going to be pretty good for me. Even if it's 75 mil FDV, that's pretty good for me. So I'm happy to take that risk and pour in the time to actually play Super Champs. That's why, to me, they're a no-brainer. But on top of that, why would they even get these big listings? Well, on top of them being built on base, that's definitely not enough to get them there. They have 2 successful titles. They have Racket Rampage, which is where this Genesis NFT collection is run by. It is kind of like Wii Tennis, Mario Tennis. You have your abilities, as you can see down here. You click on them, they give you advantages. You try to go ahead and score points, and just like normal tennis. You win the game by winning the game. You got upgrades, which I've spent well over $100 at this point in microtransactions alone, trying to get this working. Maybe over $200 at this point, like a lot of money to farm this NFT drop. And then we've got Bullet League, which has over 1 million downloads right now. It is a battle royale game. And in my opinion, the better game in terms of competitiveness. I've actually played in a tournament for this game before, and so I can personally vouch that I've had enough fun in this game to want to play it. And that's why Super Champs to me is going to make sense. They have a lot of tokens. I mean, there's 40 million champ tokens that's coming out here, plus, what they have over here for Genesis NFT holders. I think it's going to cook, and that's why I am going ahead and playing it. And by the way, for all of these play to airdrop events, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link in the description for each of them. For the people that are going to immediately comment, oh, but you're just milking referrals for money. Well, for one, these videos take a lot of time and research, and we're giving alpha. But second, this is what, 100,000 points out of my 2.5 million points. I'm definitely playing these games. So don't think that, you're alone here and I'm just pushing random games. I'm absolutely putting a ton of time into playing these crypto games to make 100% sure that I'm taking advantage of current market conditions. Okay, great. Second game, Wilder World. Wilder World is, in my opinion, this is just a hot take here, the top metaverse play in the crypto gaming space right now. In terms of the Americas, they announced August 8th, the Odyssey, which is the wild airdrop. They have been in silence for a very long time, haven't really been doing marketing. And, we ended up getting sponsored by these guys a while back. I'm going to be honest. These have just been insane opportunities for the crypto gaming markets right now. And before anyone goes crazy here about the fact that, we got sponsored at one point or another, or that we're currently sponsored, I want you to just look at the NFT collection for these things. I'm not even going to bother showing this right here. I'm going to type in Wilder World. It's going to pull up this chart here. What I would recommend if you're going to buy Trinity, by the way, Trinity I'll explain later, but it'd be a Moto Genesis, a Wolf, and a Wilder Wheels. So the floor when I bought this Moto Genesis, and before anyone goes, oh, but you inserted trading, you bought it before anyone else. I bought this after the event started. Well after the event started. This was like a day after. This was yesterday. It was 0.15 ETH. Now it's at 0.19 ETH. These Wilder Beasts are one sale away from 1 Ethereum practically as a floor. I bought this at 0.7. I saw it at like 0.3 a month ago. And then what is the Wilder Worlds? They're at 0.32 right now. I bought mine at 0.28. And a month ago, they were at like 0.15 or even less, I think, if you actually look at the volume. Don't believe me. Just look at the volume charts. They were looking down here, 0.19, 0.15. This was 5 days ago, by the way. 0.15. Yeah, somewhere around there is kind of what they were ranging. They were really cheap, like really cheap in terms of these little guys, which I think is crazy, but it's for a good reason. It's because if you actually look at the Wilder World Odyssey drop, which is right now going and is still very early on, you get Trinity Keeper NFT rewards, which you're getting a specific pool for yourself, just like Super Champs. I hope you're actually like dotting down why I'm getting into these airdrops. It's because 1, top metaverse. 2, is starting to do marketing. 3, give specific rewards for NFTs. If I'm not getting rewards for NFTs, I'm not going to be holding those NFTs, and I'm not going to be participating in the play to airdrop, most likely, because I'm a person that has to value my time. And so, as you should too. You should value your time if you're, if you've got enough of a net worth. So as the Keeper of Trinity, you've earned your path to rewards. Hold a Trinity, and that Trinity will multiply all NFT Keeper rewards. and then you hold more than one, you get more rewards, right? So we get a specific pool for holding a Trinity. A Trinity is just 3 of the Trinity assets. And if you're wondering what the Trinity assets are, well, it's pretty much for the most part this. I don't think the 𝐉𝐴Ps count as Trinities, but for the most part, it's this. What are the cheapest ones right now? It's the ones that I showed you. It is the Motogenesis, the Wolf, and the Wilder Wheels, which is why the floor price for them is going up so aggressively, because not only is the Wolf the rarest one, there's only 3,333 of them, but it also gives you quite a bit of points over here if you look down, which I've already completed these quests, so I don't know why it's not showing up. But you see here, the Hold a Wilder Wolf Beast, you get 200 points per day. That's kind of why. And before you go, why can't I just hold a Wilder Crafts Genesis? Well, they're a lot more expensive. They're like really expensive. So I'd rather hold my little Wilder Beast and be happy with them. It's very simple. You do your quest, get your referrals, and over time you'll get more quests. You get double the quest points based on you holding a Trinity. And on top of this, if you're not interested in social campaigns, they also have just regular gameplay stuff. Like you could actually look at the Wilder World Twitter, and they have the Wheels Arcade, which the Wheels Arcade gives you Wilder World tokens just for playing the game, which that's like the easiest thing in the world. How do I play this game? Well, it's on Epic Games. It's on PC. No, it's not on mobile if you're going to ask me. Go play this. Tell me how you feel it is. In my opinion, in terms of racers in crypto gaming, I don't see any competition right now. Could be wrong. Maybe it's a hot take, but I think they may very well have the best racing game in all of Web3. And they also have what is developing a shooter and an open world game, which they've already teased in their Domino Drops, which hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to come out sometime before the end of the year. We'll see how it goes in crypto gaming land, but it is looking very good in Wilder World land. Now, the next one, the Machines Arena. This is more of a very low, like, starting point airdrop. This is one that I'm mostly only playing because I enjoy the game, not because I think I'm going to earn a ton of money. So there is your disclosure there. I'm not expecting an insane amount of money for farming this play to airdrop. As a person that used to cover a lot of Gala games, my favorite game there, and the main reason I even covered Gala games in the first place, was because of a game called Spider Tanks. This was a top-down game. You win in an arena, Machines Arena, get it? And you just fought each other over an objective. The Machines Arena, it's very similar. It is right now on Epic Games as well. It's on PC, and they are on the Ronin Network. The Ronin Network is a very big network. There's a lot of people, debatably the largest crypto gaming chain in terms of users right now. They have a very low onboarding cost. Right now, if you get onto the Machines Arena, I've been talking about thousands of dollars on Wilder World and the other one, but when it comes to Wilder Worlds, the Machines Arena, right now I have 17,000 points, so I don't have an insane amount of points. I have VIP 4. VIP 4 cost me, I think it was like $20. $20. And if you don't want to spend, the least you could spend right now, I think is $5 for this one right here, which is $5. Like, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Well, I guess nothing is relative, right? But it isn't a lot. You get access to the play to airdrop leaderboards after 20 matches, which that's great. That's perfect. They have an 8-week campaign, so plenty of time for you to still get in right now. I'll be leaving the sponsor code below. I've earned 2,000 points, and I have 17,000 points overall. So I've definitely been playing a lot. What I would give as advice for people that are going to farm this airdrop, there are several characters that are very good. If you're going to be playing, the fastest way to farm this airdrop is by playing with 4 people. Of course, winning games gives you points. If you can win games faster, you get more points. Also, there are big quests over here, which give you even more points. So I farmed, for example, inflicting 10,000 damage with Night Core. I get 500 points for that. This one gave me 2,500 points for inflicting 100,000 points of damage to enemies. So you definitely want to farm all of these as soon as possible. In terms of the daily quest, for example, the Tesla Effect and Turret Syndrome, you're playing healer on your team and farming a bunch of games on quick play will just get you up the leaderboards so fast. I just haven't had the time to really play this one. But I will tell you, that it's a very, very large airdrop. It's, 70 million TMA tokens. It's on the Ronin Network, and it's a game that I thoroughly enjoy playing. What character would I main, if I played the Machines Arena, I would play either Day, which is, he's like you'll notice him on the tank section if you're playing the Machines Arena. It's actually this guy on the gameplay. That's kind of funny. He's just a little guy with a machine gun. And he's really good. He's very brain dead. He's very easy to play and probably the best newbie-friendly character. If you're really good at this game, Nightcore would be your main. Otherwise, if you're playing on a team, this is the team that I would go for. I would go for Riot. Riot is really good for engaging, pulling people. Day is really good as just a solid control tank. And then I would go for Tesla. Tesla's the best healer in the game by far. It's not even close. And then last but not least, the best DPS in the game is Bravo Zulu. So there is your TLDR alpha on the Machines Arena. And the last one is Infinity Gods. Infinity Gods, actually, no, not the last one. Second to last one is Infinity Gods. Infinity Gods is my choice because they're a Web3 powered game ecosystem. They've got right now mobile game, which has a ton of downloads. It's the top mover by downloads right now as we speak, which is a really big deal. These people are just in the ashes, just building in crypto gaming, and nobody pays attention to them because there's no chart pumping. But the fact is that they are the top mover by download right now with their game King of Destiny, which is something you should not be ignoring. They also have a lot of money raised. They got $8 million in their Series A funding, and in total, $16 million in the seed and Series A funding. There's a lot of funding on this game, and that means a lot of money that's going to be distributed. What is my favorite play to airdrop? My favorite play to airdrop is the play to airdrop I don't need to do anything for. That's my favorite play to airdrop. And Infinity Gods, for the most part, has gone ahead and done just that. You go on to this thing, and this is Legion, by the way. If you haven't already, join Legion. It's our Discord. Link in the description below. We talk about all kinds of crypto gaming alpha. We hold all kinds of crypto gaming events. And no, it's not some kind of paid subscription. I just want a place where you guys can go ahead and come together and play. Honestly, that's really it. But anyway, this one, you know, we don't have any referrals yet, so it kind of is what it is. I haven't promoted this one. But it's by the Valhalla Foundation, which is Infinity Gods. And my favorite part of this is you get a bunch of points based on NFT assets that you own. So you connect a wallet and you get assets based on all of these NFTs. And if you have been a person that is part of pretty much anything in crypto gaming, then you will likely in some shape or another own one of these NFTs. And if you own any of these NFTs, then you should probably go ahead and just do this because you don't even need to do any of the missions. You just get, what is NFT bonuses, 1.7 million? I could have just done nothing and been practically at the same points. And if you feel like doing something, the missions are really easy. They're just social quests. You follow this guy, follow that guy, follow that other guy, subscribe to them on YouTube, just leave a comment. You know, it's some really basic stuff, honestly. It's nothing crazy. And that's pretty much it. That's Valhalla. You get into a game, $60 million worth of funding for almost zero effort. That's crypto gaming dream. I don't know how much money I'm going to get from this, but I put in maybe like 10 minutes worth of effort, so probably not much. Nyan Heroes is the last one. This is one that hasn't started yet, but I wanted to mention anyway because we're starting to get there. September 4th is their next airdrop playtest. If you're good at these games, I implore you join Legion, our Discord, because we do actually play this game competitively. Last airdrop, I got top 50. We had a bunch of people in Legion absolutely grinding it hard. We're planning on doing the same exact thing. This pre-alpha playtest airdrop 3 is starting on September 4th, 20 to the 25th. In my opinion, this is the best crypto game on Solana right now. Crypto gaming on Solana isn't huge, but I still think by far they are the best crypto game on Solana. I've had a ton of fun, a blast playing Nyan Heroes. It's a lot like Overwatch. You've got your little mech kitties hamming at each other. Nyan Heroes, to me, amazing game. People made so much money at the top for Nyan Heroes. People didn't make a lot of money otherwise. If you're good at competitive games, if you think you've got a shot, join our Discord, hop on our teams. We're going to dominate this pre-alpha playtest, airdrop 3, September 4th to 25th. We're going to have an absolute blast playing Nyan Heroes, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to playing some Nyan Heroes. Last time around, if you're looking for alpha, they did go ahead and give advantages for people owning the Nyan Heroes NFTs. I don't know if that's going to happen again. I personally, at a 0.6 floor, it's very low, but I would probably just wait until the airdrop started and we knew for sure that it was worth to buy these things. I'd rather have some kind of mental math to know rather than just guessing and buying these NFTs beforehand. and then them going straight to 0. But I mean, at a 0.64, it's really cheap. It's really cheap right now for these Nyan Heroes NFTs. We'll see where it ends up going, but the playtest, it's coming soon. I'm looking forward to it. And those, for the most part, are the crypto games that I'm farming. It's either got to be a game that I think is really good or a game that I have some form of inherent advantage, and I also enjoy, of course, so that I can farm and maximize it the most. If you're looking for tier list on, all these airdrops combined, I will tell you right now in terms of 1 to 5 stars. Super Champs, I think this is a 5-star. You should be absolutely farming this unequivocally. If you have the time to do this, you should probably be farming this. Wilder World, it is very easy to farm right now. I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of play to airdrop element. This is a 4-star to me. If you can afford a Trinity, probably a 5-star because you get tons of points that you can take advantage of. The Machines Arena, this is to me probably a 2 or 3-star. There are still some things in the play to airdrop that I can definitely criticize and don't like, but it is a game that I enjoy. So if you do enjoy these kind of games, if you enjoy playing with community members and just really grinding out games like the Machines Arena, I'd play it, but otherwise probably a skip. And, Infinite Gods, this is a 5-star. I mean, you should be doing this one because it takes like 2 seconds to do. So whether or not you get a lot of money off of it, it takes 2 seconds to do. So why wouldn't you do? Nyan Heroes, this is probably a 2 to 3-star. Only because you should only be playing this if you are really good at these games and have enough time to actually place appropriately at the top for Nyan Heroes. Otherwise, I would definitely just skip this one. I wouldn't bother playing this one. But if you're someone that's competitive and thinks you've got a shot, then you should play some Nyan Heroes. So let me know your thoughts. This is what I'm grinding right now. It's the easiest video to make. This isn't a top 10 video. This isn't some kind of like, oh, this is how I earn $100 a day. No, this is just literally what I'm playing right now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay classy, and that's all.